Hi, today I would like to show you how to use a future version of R to check a package. The motivation for showing this is because I have this package on CRAN and I recently got an email from the CRAN core team saying that my package is having some errors on their computers with a version of R that is going to be released soon. So they gave me specific instructions. They gave me a link to show that my package indeed has some problems. But the issue is that if I check that package locally with the current version of R, I won't expose the problem because the problem is only exposed with this future version of R. So they tell me, which particular version of R I should use, which is R77865 or later, which is a different kind of version that they do for r-devel. So okay, how do we go about getting a version of R that is yet not released? Okay, the trick here is to use a Docker container and use the image called r-devel, this one here. So this image is what you need. I'm not going to show how to get it because it's well documented here, and you need a little to play around a little with Docker. But you can come to this page, to the Docker project.org/images website, and follow the links. What I particularly want to highlight is something that is a little cryptic and really beat me. It took me a while to notice, is that even if you download, even if you get this image with r-devel installed on it, if you run as you would normally do in your terminal or whatever, R, you would get the R-based version of R, which is the release version of R. But what you really want is the other version of R that is installed alongside the R-base, which is this devel version, the future version. So you can trigger that with the alias RD instead of R. RD comes from r-devel. So that is basically what I wanted to show. That's something that beat me, and I want to leave a record of this for others to help themselves, but also for me in the future when I forget how I did it, to come back and see. So let me then show you how this works. So here I'm just in a terminal. I'm standing in the directory that contains the source code of my package. Here to the left, you see, this is just my computer. If I run R, what I do is, I access R version 3.6.3, which is the current release as today. And here on the right, I have, I'm standing in a Docker container, also pointing to the same folder, so the same source code, but now being accessed from inside a Docker container that I created from the r-devel image. So now look what happens. If I run just R, I get the exact same thing that I have already in my computer. I get R version 3.6.3. And that's not helpful. What I want is a future version of R. So let's leave here and let's type now RD. Remember that line that I told you that beat me before? That's what you need. So RD will get you R under development. And in particular, this is R779 something. Let's check what CRAN asked me to use. So it asked me to use R778 something or later. So if I have 779, which is one more than 8, then we're fine, we're good to go. So this is just to say that, okay, so now using r-devel, I can do DevTools check, right, here on the right, and I can do also DevTools check on the left with r-release. So let's compare to the left r-release and the right r-devel and see which of the two exposes the problem. I'm not going to show how to fix the problem. I just wanted to show you how to kind of expose the problem, because then it's depending on your particular problem how you go about solving the problem. So, but the very first step is always being able to expose the error so you can then track it. So this is exactly what we are doing now. This is about to finish. In the meantime, I remind you of the link here. So rockerproject.org contains a bunch of images and really good information. And what you want to do is find r-devel image. Remember to use the rd alias to trigger r-devel. And if you want more information about that image, you can click there and you'll see what you need. Particularly, you're interested in the Docker file that is, actually creating the machine when you install the image. So, okay, let's see if my terminal is done with the checks. It looks like we still have a little bit to go, but not much. So here to the left, okay, we are in the same point. Interesting. Just as a reminder, remember to the left, we have our release. It is running locally in my computer, in my terminal, which I triggered with R, and that locally found no error. So my source code has, does not, this released version of R does not expose the problem that my package has. And to the right, which is, r-devel running from a Docker container, because I'm using r-devel, then I could expose a problem that our core team told me to fix. And now I have a place to start. So I now see, that a couple of tests failed, and I know exactly, which test in which file, in the file tests as table, but even the line that I have to look for the problem. So that is all I wanted to show. Thank you very much, and see you next time.